All right, okay, here we go. Back at it. Episode 2, I guess this would be. Oh god, not again. Okay, so I finished editing the first episode. We're just about. There's a bit more to go. Um, ah, and frankly, after reviewing it, there was a couple things that I noticed that drove me absolutely insane. One of which was my dialogue. I felt that it was very stiff. And my second thing was the amount of times that I said I ended up having to edit maybe at least 50 some odd and it was pretty awful. I'm gonna try to avoid doing it now, but considering that this is something new for me, I can't promise that it will be perfect. If not, I'll just hide most of them from the video itself. I'll edit them out because frankly it was driving me insane. It was killing the pacing of the episodes, and I want to get better on my feet. I want to speak a bit more efficiently, I guess you could say. So last time I kind of ended the day with this weird little house. I don't intend on staying here forever, as I've said before. I would like to get out soon enough, but this is a nice little start. I grabbed some sand in the beginning of this episode right now, so I could finally get some glass in the picture. I definitely overdid it with the sand, to be frank, but I'll just use it all. I'll just use it all. I also want, as you can see in my hotbar, I'm sitting with a wood and stone pickaxe. I suggested it last episode, but I would really like to get an iron pickaxe because, I mean, yeah, I definitely made the first episode quite slow, maybe a bit too slow. After recording for about an hour, I ended up only being able to cut about 15 minutes of footage. So I'm gonna get started real quick and decide what I want to do. I have my shield, which is fantastic. I have this wooden axe, which I don't intend on keeping wooden for too much longer, and I only have 2 cobblestone, it seems. Oh wow, I have so much birch. I'm gonna do a little bit of organizing here in my singular chest. Well, alright, it's nothing perfect. I also totally forgot that I have no food whatsoever, and I've been playing this desperate game of wheat. I think I'm going to continue this desperate game, but I'll probably show you guys less of it as I continue to earn enough food to survive. What was I going to do? I do remember wanting to grab a couple of these guys to make some sugar. I was thinking about the possibility of making a cake. Now, the recipe for a cake... 3 milk... Okay, so I made a bucket last episode instead of using it on a pickaxe, which was awful. But I should have just about everything if I do go and collect some iron. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. My hope is that I can keep myself afloat and then later go on ahead. Oh, there's some more bread. Later go on ahead and actually leave this place. Oh wow, I ran out of space. 1 egg, 2 sugar. Okay, fine, I'll put that there. And now I'll need my 3 buckets of milk. But in the meantime, I do think it's time to go into the caves and make me some actually useful items. Get me some iron. So I'm gonna go ahead. How do I do that? God. I think... Yeah, there you go. Right. You know, it's been a long time since I've played, like, a proper way through. Now, look at this, though. Look at that. That is so much more housey. I won't get any more, zombie villagers, or baby zombies rather, jumping through the cracks, which, mind you, was probably the funniest part of last episode, simply because how ridiculous it was and how terribly I handled that situation. I practically looked at it as it ran right into my face. For some reason, I couldn't conceptualize that I was going to die if I kept standing there. But I did it anyways. Alright, now only 3 buckets. So 2 buckets more. I very clearly do not have the materials to go in here. But am I going to go in here anyways? I think so. I could die here. But it's time to go caving, and I need materials. So here we go. Whew, okay. I didn't think I was going to make that for a second. There's some copper. I should get the copper too. Ooh, some lapis. Oh, I forgot about the animations. I was like, why is he walking so funny? Oh, okay. Hello. All right, let's get some iron. I'm moving a bit more confidently than I was last game because I kind of forgot that this was hardcore. It's been a while since I've played, and I've been spending the whole time, you know, living my life, working, and also editing that video, which took a long time. It took a lot of energy out of me, to be honest. I didn't expect for such a long form content. I don't think, because in my mind I was okay, I'll do like 20 to maybe max 35 minutes or something like that. But I then sat there and I was talking to you guys so rigidly, like with absolutely no real structure, and I ended up unfortunately having to force edits or you know, like edit in a way that was incredibly abrasive, because if I allowed the viewer to sit and listen to me speak for that long, it would have driven people away. It was incredibly boring, I guess, for a lack of a better term. I just realized that was a rail. I thought about it for a second, but oh wow, okay. So we're already at a mineshaft level, I guess you could say. But I'm glad there's so much iron here, so I don't have to go into it unprepared. It's almost getting dark too. I think, okay. Oh wow, I'm already at 22 raw iron. I haven't even left this little circle yet. Let's see if I can go to sleep here. I can. Okay. I didn't realize it was that dark. That should make this day 8. Oh wow. Oh hello. Trying to end my series a bit early. I see. How the hell did they get over there? Okay, let me get near the lapis. Should have a bit of a window to view from here. 30 raw copper, 22 raw iron. Oh yeah, forgot about that. I have also absolutely no stone. Alright, so mission number 1 is to get my buckets and then get out, to be honest with you. Because even though I could definitely go for all the iron tools and stuff, my main priority is to get a consistent form of food that doesn't rely on me to sacrifice any animals, you know, which I guess milk is questionable, but for me it's not. You know, I drink milk all the time. For some others it definitely would be, but ow. Okay, let's be careful now. Let's keep our heads on. So I have a mineshaft here, which is fantastic. Is there any way to get up? I didn't think that through, did I? Okay, well, okay. In the meantime, let's put that there. Let's make ourselves a furnace. Toss in our coal, toss in our iron. Definitely should have enough. No. Can I break lapis lazuli with a stone pickaxe? I can. Okay. I didn't realize that they gave so much. That was at 9 and 8, was it? Oh, it was 17. Okay. So let me actually think this through. We have 22 iron cooking right now. 6 can be used to make 2 buckets to finally make some cake and a relatively consistent form of food. Right? So then that brings us from, what was it, 22? That brings us down to 16. Then from 16, we can use 3 on a pick and 3 on an axe. That gets us back to 10. I heard something. Oh, that was just a bat. So then we're at 10. And then maybe we can consider... I don't usually use swords. I don't use swords. I don't use... Like, I'll use spoons. Spoons. Oh my gosh. That's so 2012. I use shovels, but not like that, and not at this moment. So I don't really intend on collecting a load of stuff or terraforming really in my area. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and make some armor. I think episode 2 we're already at this armor stage. I could definitely use it. I can grab that gold too. Oh, fantastic. Oh, you know what would also be nice? A lodestone. I actually think I want a lodestone instead. Okay, so don't hate me. Don't hate me for what I'm about to do. But I came up with this idea here. We're going to do, as we said before, 2 buckets. That's a pickaxe. Right? Yep, isn't it iron pick? Let's go. An iron axe. Awesome, awesome. And now we will have to use this remaining iron on some other things. One of which I would like to be a compass, and the other a lodestone. How do you make a lodestone? I know that they changed it, or so I searched online. Okay, so I'm seeing that it's an iron ingot surrounded by 8 chiseled stone bricks, which means I'll have to get a bit more stone, which I should have been trying to get either way, considering I only have 1. So we can do 5 of them are set, 4 for a compass and 1 for a lodestone. And then these 5 can be spent on making a helmet. Hey, there you go. I can avoid head trauma pretty effectively now. Now with that said, I probably should have left my furnace there. I'm going to go ahead and grab this gold. Hopefully it's more than 1. It is. It's 3 at least. That was awful. I was breaking it too, and I was like, that is such a bad idea. Let me see if I can get out of here. Whoa. Okay, alright. That, I don't know if that's something I'm ready for at this moment. I don't have pretty much any armor. I would like a lodestone. It's just a bunch of, like... bit too early for all that. Maybe. I also want to go and find a village soon. I think maybe I'd go back. I'll go back and start preparing for what that looks like. Again, it's just the food. I can't travel without any food right now. Oh. I do think that's a mine cart, so I'm inclined to try to grab it before it's too late. Or rather, not before it's too late, but before I leave. Shouldn't be too much of a problem over here. Okay. Ooh! Glowberries! I can grow those, I think. And another iron ingot. And beetroot seeds and pumpkin seeds. Are you kidding me? I didn't even think about that. What? Okay. Time to head back. I would say this is mission accomplished. Look, I'm not expecting to walk into this cave and get diamond armor and everything sorted for me. And then the rest of the game's Pika is a piece of cake. But I do think I'm leaving way better off than where I started. There you go. Are you still stuck here, man? I'm so sorry. Do I save him? I mean, yeah. It's cool not to. Go ahead, you can half find out of that, right? You're not even eating anything. Okay, whatever. Major loser. I think. Oh, he's out. Yeah, nice. Oh yeah, there's my house. Oh, it's so close. I hadn't even thought about how close it would be. It's almost nighttime already. Can you believe that? It's been like 20 seconds, and I have so much wheat. Are you kidding me? This is what happens when I actually focus on doing things. Look at this haul. I'll organize it later to show you exactly what I made. Oof. Later is in now. I honestly think this constitutes another chest, so I'm gonna make another chest for all my valuables.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, I think this is day 8, I think? I spent the night making these things, like fixing up these chests. I have my building materials and stuff over here. Zombie farming. I have my building materials and stuff over here. I have some mob drops and things like that here. Over here I have my food. And then here I have my valuables. So I put my valuables in the order of how important they are. And then I also put some of these old tools here just as a memory to say, hey, these are the ones that you started with. Now that it's a new day, though, I can finally take a go at some of this wheat. I know I said I wouldn't show you how, you know, all the breaking I'd be doing, but here we are. Okay, I broke all the... Oh, got another one. But I broke just about all of them, and the ones that... the extra wheat that I have, I got from obviously using my trusty composter. Just like that, I do have the buckets necessary to make a cake, but also I have quite a bit of wheat. So I'm considering using this opportunity to stock up a bit. Look at that, 5 bread. Are you kidding me? Fantastic. I'll put this guy out the way here. And I also have the golden apple, just in case things get a little dicey. But otherwise, good progress is being made. I honestly think by next episode, at the latest, we'll be making our journey out to a village. If I can get food that consistently, that often, we're in a good place. I also wanted to check here. Yes. Okay. Sugarcane also works, which is a great source. Because frankly, I'm not going to use that much. I only need a little bit. Getting paper is not the highest priority of mine at the moment, to be honest with you. In the meantime, however, though, I am also considering the beetroot and, pumpkin seeds? And the validity of that. Because frankly, I don't think that we need to grow them. I think that when it comes time to move things, I would like to have those only take 1 slot in my space. So yeah, I can make a couple sources of food, but I could just wait for the wheat to keep growing. I can make a lot of bread, and then only 1 out of my, 9 by 4, like 36 some odd, spaces. I guess 35. 35. Why did I subtract 1? So, how did that happen? I meant to say out of my 37, which is such an interesting number. Out of my 37 spaces, maybe I could go ahead and carry more blocks, special things that I can only find in this area. Maybe even try to start a little collection of birch saplings, which I've spent all on the composter. Ooh, question. Does rotten flesh work on the composter? No, okay. It was worth checking. In real life, I think it would. Oh, I just realized that this tree also grew, which is fantastic. It looks quite nice, actually. Anyways, whoa, I'm losing focus. I'm losing track of what I'm supposed to do. Today, I'm grabbing 3 buckets. I'm gonna go find me a cow. I don't think I've seen a cow yet. Hello, pigs. I think that I might have to go to a little bit of an adventure here. I've definitely seen sheep, obviously. Hello. Hello, beach. And hello, little turtles. So cute. I need to go and try to see if I can find myself just one cow. I don't intend on bringing it back. I'll leave it where it is. I would like the cake, ideally. I don't know. Maybe I can... I don't know if you can stack cakes in your inventory. Maybe I'll try to see if I can do that, too. Because if I can... it might be worth stacking them. And now that I'm saying that, I'm realizing that I'll have to go back to the base to then make a cake, to then eat it and or hold it, to then go back. Hello, all these chickens. I brought all you guys over here the other day. I'm surprised you haven't left. So I'm going to use this opportunity to actually go ahead and run back and grab all my cake resources and go on a cake hunt effectively. The idea of the cake hunt is simple. I want to gather enough resources to justify making multiple cakes, I guess. Or to help make multiple cakes, not justify. Unfortunately, that is also a lot of wheat that I do not have. I do not have that much wheat. Yeah, it's not a lot of... Thinking about it here, it is not a lot. I think I'll bring enough for 2. So 2 whole cakes, and then I'll see if they stack. If they don't stack, then I'm sticking to bread.
15 minutes later.
Oh! Yes! Alright. Okay, finally. That took a bit longer than expected. Now I should have enough. Oh gosh. I'll need 4 sugar. That'd be so frustrating. Okay, I should have enough for 2 to see if they stack. I could also search online, but I guess some things I like to search online and some things I do not. It's almost nighttime too. That's how long I've been sitting around for wheat to grow. That's ridiculous. Hello, sheep. Hello. Waking up at a birch forest for day 9. I sprinted over here and I quite quickly realized I did not want to do that. I also totally forgot to build a lodestone, so could get lost. That being said, I haven't found any redstone, so I don't know what I'm complaining about. I'm going to try to see if I can find a cow. Oh. Alright, well there's that adventure. Alright. I was thinking this was going to take forever. Alright. They walk quite nice, actually. I like them on the pack. What a sound that is. And here we go. This is one. Oh, I think it's here. Like this? Yes, and then I need... Sorry, man, I'm draining you today. I am draining you. Okay, let's see. Two cakes. Do they stack? They do not. Alright, well... Thought experiment over. I cannot travel far distances with that. That's unfortunate because they can provide a lot of food, but I should be able to hold my own. Back home, I think it's only fitting that I find a nice place to put these cakes before I then eat them. You know what? It doesn't even need like a stand or anything like that. If I'm sitting here and I'm watching the sunset, I want to have my cake in a slice right to the right of me. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go. Oh, do I not have dirt? Oh my gosh. Okay, fine. Look at that. There you go. I can sit back, look out. Ah, let me go take a slice. Fantastic. It doesn't get better than that. Anyways, now that that stupid mini adventure is over, I have an actual job to do. And that is, I need to actually find a way to use this iron, which would be helpful to pair along with a piece of coal, because otherwise it's not going to cook. There you go. Getting that to work. And while that's going, again, I've set 4 aside for a compass and 1 for a lodestone. So that should leave me with 1, 6. Okay, that should leave me with 6, which is the amount that I have. Okay. So with 6, can I make any significant strides here? I can make boots, I think. Yeah. Look at me, belly out. I'm not concerned one bit about anything. But here's my thing too. If it's gonna take me a second to get these things, if it's gonna take me a second to get a compass, what am I stressed about? I should probably just focus on armoring up. So I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna get my leggings on. And look at that. God. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's something right there. That looks interesting. Let me F5 here. Wow. Oh wow. What a back. And what a stomach. Alright, well. Hey look, I'm working on it. I'm improving myself. Sometimes that means that the belly's out, but you know what you gotta do, you gotta do. I only have 8 cobblestone, which was what I was supposed to be doing when I went into the caves. So I can chisel the cobblestone and then make a lodestone. But again, I don't have any redstone. So I'm thinking that with a bit more armor, now that I have, it is time for me to test out the mineshaft. I have now 4 bread. Maybe I should bring the glowberries too, or no, I'll bring a cake, just in case. So I have sources of food. Oh, you know what I should also bring? I should also bring some birch logs. I always forget to bring birch logs, and then if I ever decide to stay in the cave, I end up regretting it, because then I can't rebuild a pickaxe, or I can't rebuild an axe, and then you're just in danger, you know, for no reason. So I think this is the method here. And just like that, with a grab of some water, I'm gonna go back into this cave. My goal with this cave is just to come out with, let's come up with some realistic goals. Goal number 1 is to get at least, you know, at least a little bit of cobblestone, because I've been ignoring it, and every single time I want to use it, I do not have it. So cobblestone is goal number 1. Goal number 2. Whoa, hello. Hello, goal number 3, which is to not die, which I've made on the spot. Ah. Gosh. They're just so bad, aren't they? Goal number 2 was to get redstone. So if goal number 1 is to get cobblestone, which I could use a bit of, goal number 2 would be to get redstone. I just don't know how deep I have to get for redstone. Goal number 3 was not to die, as goal number 3 always will be in hardcore. I guess goal number 1 truly, but goal number 3 is not to die, and then goal number 4 is just to collect more resources. So let's it's, you know, it's funny because goals 1, 2, and 4 all overlap. Alright. Without further ado. Alright, we're in here. going to note take where I'm going by putting the torches on the right. Iron. If I'm putting my torches on the right, I should commit to the right side first. Which means I'm going here. Okay. Oh, goodness. All right. Why is there so many over there? Gotta be kidding me. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm so focused now. I guess I'm going this way. I lied. I'm not going this way. I take it back. A bow! Okay. Without further ado, I do see a chest down there. I'm excited to grab it if I don't get jumped here. I always forget to get coal, even when I'm like in the early game, because it seems like something you can just look over. But in reality, this is going to be my lifeline. Let's see. Okay, we have a couple directions to go here, and like I said, I will be sticking to the right. So I'll be going this way then. Let me just check this without putting myself in danger. Oh, yes! Oh wow, stackables. Alright, fantastic. Golden apple and bread. Another torch, everything that stacks. Some more beetroot seeds, might as well. I might get rid of them later, but... And then melon seeds. Are you kidding me? Okay. Really diversifying my food portfolio. Wow, okay. I'm actually so happy about the bow. I know it's a little ridiculous, but... so helpful. It will be the difference between life and death, in my opinion. I don't know why I'm not putting more lights up. I have enough. Hello. Alright. Gosh, this gets so confusing. Which way do I take then? I'm gonna keep going this way. Another cart. Hello. Hello, cart. Redstone. That's goal number... whatever the hell I named it. Goal... was it goal 2? I don't know. Take my torch and my golden apple. I have 3 golden apples. Are you kidding me? That is so unserious. Wow. What a good mineshaft. Are you kidding me? Alright. Nice. Everything here is done. Now I can look at the left side. See my torches and where they'll bring me. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up... oh, I got it. I think I'm going to end up going in this direction here. Oh, you know what I hadn't thought about either? I think I might actually make a sword. However, I'm going to use the dirt... oh, I got stuck. I'm going to use the dirt cheap materials in order to do it. I'm going to go ahead here. I'm going to use one of my sticks. I'm going to use the 2 oak planks that I've gotten from the these fellas. I'm going to go break these guys, because that gives me string. And rather than fighting spiders in hardcore, I can just go ahead and grab a couple of those, which already give me 4 string. Exactly. You see, like, that's how you play this game smart. This is how you try not to die. This is how you live for 6 years and have, 600 episodes and all that nonsense. You make smart decisions. Here's my sword here. And then, you know what? Do I grab this? I'm going to grab that. Hot stuff. That's an accomplishment. Thank you for the compliment, too. I only wanted to do that because I didn't want to die, to be honest. But better safe than sorry. That's a lot of iron right there. Iron. Oh my goodness, 33 raw iron. I'm going to have a full deck of iron gear soon. Oh, hello. A little bit of a tumble. Ooh, and then... ooh, okay. Let me see if I can just sneak my way past it. Whoa, gold, hello. More bread, more torches. Golden apples. I'm at 4 golden apples. And quite a lot of bread. I'm telling you, next episode is time to get this started. Oh. Is this a wise decision? I'm gonna eat bread. Is this a wise decision? It is not. Oh, whoa, what am I doing? Okay, follow the rules first. Take right. I'm probably missing cobwebs because they're so natural to me. Oh, hello. Okay. So this is the way back. Oh, yes, this was that route. Oh, fantastic. Okay. So I go right, all this stuff. All right, fantastic. This is my route. Oh, cobweb. Oh, you too. And you 3. What the heck? All right. Oh, gosh. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Alrighty. Let's not get too fancy here. I don't like those sounds. We can stop that. Alright, that side is already completed. Then I go out this side and this way. And then I'm back where I was before. What a maze. Okay. I'm going to put this one here to know, hey, this is the direction I came from. Hello. Another entrance somewhere. Ooh. It seems like we'll be going through there eventually. In this route, let's take the right. Go down. Nothing. Let's come back here. Next right. A lot more stuff going on. Iron. I gotta be pushing. Whoa, okay. My inventory's kind of getting there. Yeah, this is kind of intense. Okay. Almost at, not almost, but definitely pushing a stack. Oh. Okay. Alright. There. My game just crashed, but looks like we are seemingly back. So let's just, I'm gonna edit that out. Wow. Lag. Okay. Hello. My game is struggling. It was entirely unexpected. I don't know what caused it, but hey, cave is looking pretty good. I'm gonna do a quick little head count. Oh, right. Okay. I'm gonna do a quick little head count here. We're sitting at 46 raw iron, 59 coal. I mean, enough redstone for a compass and some raw copper, some other miscellaneous stuff, but we're kind of making some serious progress down here. Not to toot my own horn or anything like that, but this has gone really well. Very low risk too. I can't even remember too many big events minus the creeper explosion. Okay, I'll proceed to go this way. I think since the game crashed, I totally lost track of how I was managing all this. I think I might stop at a stack. I'm not sure though. I just think that we should be good after about a stack more. Wow, I am lagging. Why am I lagging so bad? Okay, so I think the reason why I was lagging was because I had my simulation and render distance set to 32 chunks. I also think I might want to consider getting the hell out of here in this episode rather than in the beginning of the 3rd episode. But we'll see. Kind of making some I know I said it before, but some serious progress. It shouldn't be more than episode 5 when I get to get all the way out of here. As far as like biomes that I would like to situate myself in, I'm not quite sure yet, but I think honestly, as long as it has a village, so I don't need to necessarily manufacture one, that might be nice. I'm not a big trading hall type person, to be honest with you. I do quite like having a way more natural feel. More iron. Ooh, that was all right. That was sneaky. Let's head down here. I'm starting to confuse myself, I think. I don't know if I need to be doing all this. Nothing over there. Oh. I hear something. I'm I see that creeper in the distance. Not in the distance anymore. I couldn't grab that iron. Okay. Okay. Wow. That was so much easier than it would have otherwise been with my sword. I think I might need to start oh! Yeah, 64 iron. I think I might need to start considering doing that in the future. Okay, this is back where I've been at. Yeah, okay, oh, this was left. Okay, I see. I just never ended up taking this route. Oh, I don't know if I'm... Okay, cool. I was not ready to jump into an active stream, but if it's just a pond like that... I might regret not grabbing all of this, but... to be honest, I would rather not. I like to stick to my iron and hopefully get out of here in one piece. Mineshafts feel like they never end. Like I'm at a point where it's like, okay, I feel like I got everything I need. More string. Thank you. This has been an incredibly successful trip. I have so much iron, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with all of it. Let's see. Trying to retrace my steps is gonna be something. Okay, here, right? Left. This still... yeah, it is. Okay. Hello. Did I open this? I did. Oh, I do remember opening this, actually. I've also gotten so confident because of the amount of food that I have that I'm kind of ignoring that I'm not at full hearts. There you go. Is this it? And just like that. Whoa. I am out. Wow. Okay, good. I was gonna say, did I put water up there? Because I don't want to trek my whole way up, especially with a lava bucket. That might be less effective than the water. Well, just like that, I am out. I'm gonna go back to the house and kind of take stock of what I've earned, what I've collected. Oh, look at that! It's getting dark. Perfect timing. And the sugar cane's been growing. Oh, I got more food here. Are you kidding me? Absolutely excellent. I think it's a little bit of chest organization time, and then I'll go to bed, and then the next day I'll show you everything. Alright, it's nighttime. Alright, let's see. Day 11. Okay, that's what it is. I checked the, actually checked it this time, so now I can't embarrass myself by getting the day wrong. But, here we are. Whoa! Okay, alright. Well, here we are on day 11. And here's what I've kind of chosen to organize my chest into. I have the wood stuff, and I also have some mob things here. Mob drops, both aggressive and passive mobs. And then you have, you know, the kind of building materials like the stones. Here's some glass. I have kind of like my food section. I also have some dirt in here. Kind of like planting, all that. And then over here with all of my new stuff. Look at that. About a stack and a half of straight coal. Literally more copper than I probably will need. A stack and a half of iron. 5 gold. 17 lapis lazuli. and 4 redstone dust. So before this episode ends, I'm going to try to do a couple things just to get on top of it all 64 there. And then I'm going to go ahead, collect some of this wheat. Wheat. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that right into some bread. Awesome. And then what else? What else is there to do? What? Are you serious? Okay. Well, all right. That's easier than I thought it was gonna be. Lodestone. Not yet. Oh, it's chiseled stone bricks, isn't it? Put a cobblestone there. And then, basically, I'm going to go make a lodestone to keep track of my location, and I'm going to call it a day. One more bread. With 11, I can make a chest plate. 5. Now, would you look at that? All kitted out. This is a way better, way better episode than episode 1, considering I didn't even have any iron last episode. And then last but not least, my lodestone. Ooh, let me actually match this with a full iron tool set. We have our stone. How do you make chisel? Okay. That's not how you make... do I need a stone cutter? Okay. Let me put it outside. This is not something safe to be leaving outside. I mean inside. Can I make... chiseled? Let me look at that. Let's see. Come on. Recipes, recipes. Okay, they're not giving me anything. I'll make 5 chiseled stone bricks. Let's see, lodestone. Come on. Is that really not how you make it? Well. Whatever, I guess. Well, that's disappointing. But nevertheless, my goals of a lodestone, while not able to materialize, I've made a lot of progress in spite of it. So, I guess, yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna call it an episode here. Next episode, I'm thinking maybe putting a little shack here for this stone cutter to make sense on the outside here beside my house. Collect a bit more food and maybe start considering getting out of here and looking for a village, which should be a fun adventure. So without further ado, I guess, thank you for watching. I hope you've been enjoying, and have a great rest of your day.